Alright guys, I want to do a side-by-side comparison of the Bricklink Designer Program Series 6 finalizations and what the designer created and it got voted on, and see if we find things that LEGO changed that we don't like or that we do like. Usually it's that we do like because LEGO refines it structurally, adds color, stuff like that to make it more look like a official LEGO set, but you never know. So starting off with this set right here, this is the Outlaw Force Den. You can see that the color of these stairs definitely changed. Got a lot of white in the original design. In this design, you get more of the gray usage, and just switching out the mortar bricks. You also get a couple of wolves. We can see difference. The vegetation stays pretty similar, but it just looks like a lot better to me. I think it's just probably because LEGO took better images, but you still get the campfire, you still get the fish racks, and all these same green slopes, the same. I'm just seeing if I notice anything else, and point out something if in the comments if you see something as well. But yeah, we got a couple of just differences, not too many. Another difference I also noticed was the top of the tower definitely changed. That flag, it looks like, maybe a touch, but really a lot of it is pretty similar. Looks like they added a couple of vegetation and leaves on the sides of the mountain to make it just look a bit more colorful. Looks like the roof was changed a bit. It looks like they, I can't tell if they did add something there structurally or not, but everything looks pretty similar to what the designer made. The gate looks basically the same. Everything looks pretty the same. The wagon was changed. The wagon was updated. So the wagon is now a Lion Knight's Castle wagon. They obviously added a couple Lion Knights minifigures. But other than that, things are looking pretty similar in the designer to what LEGO refined. So let me know if you guys like the changes, dislike the changes, or whatnot. Okay, moving on to the Gold Mine Expedition. A lot of changes happened with this set. You can see that the sign was changed a lot. They updated the entrance. The ladder was changed structurally a bit. This whole mine entrance was also changed. I think that is one thing I liked that the original creator did, was that mine entrance. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think that it did change. No, maybe it's just the angle. It looks like it was in the designers. It looks a lot more open. I think it's just the angle that the set is being imaged from. So I think that is still the same. It looks like you have a lot of more stuff going on over here. I think that well is still there. The sign is different though. On the original, it looks like here the lamppost was changed to a just normal looking sign. I think that is a good change. Going over to the trees, you definitely got a change in the trees. They went from pink to being this just bland color. They added a butterfly and stuff. That is one thing that I think the designer did a better job on. The trees look very much better, got better tree trunks. This is just a simple little tiny trees. The water wheel looks similar. You still got the little gold mine guy. And again, the interior of this set had a ton of stuff going on in it, so my guess is LEGO did a lot of work on that as well. Moving up here, The little bull, little cattle skeleton looks a lot different. Crane looks very similar, and probably just the same structurally. It's to work the grinder inside the set, because remember, this is a gold mining set, and it like has like a little rock crusher or something inside with a like thing. As you spin it, it crushes the rocks or something, or crushes the rocks and finds the gold. But a big thing that I like that Lego did was add this wagon. So they added this wagon, gave you a horse mold, gave you a couple Western characters. This wagon looks so good, and obviously he's carrying some gold or something, probably from the mine or whatever it is. They kept the little train car here. Yeah, things look pretty similar. They did something the opposite with the Owl Forest, and they added a bunch of good vegetation. In this one, they took away vegetation. So, I mean, is what it is. It's Lego's choice. Other than that, things look pretty similar as far as I can see. I think this set was probably downgraded, if it was my opinion, other than the wagon, other than the horse molds that we get. So, let me know what you think. If these trees probably should have stayed, I think they should have stayed, in my opinion. But that's all I have to say on that one. Okay, moving on to the Sequoia tree trail set. This one looks very similar to what the designer did. I do not see really any changes other than this trail coming out the door here. The trees look very similar to what the designer had. Everything looks pretty much the exact same, which that means the designer did a good job at making something structurally well made as far as these trees go, because Lego probably added, or the designer has a bunch of Technic going through these, or else they're just gonna fall apart very easily. Couple little details like the owl, stuff like that, bird nest. Actually, the bird nest isn't the original that I look at it, but looks very good. And like I said in a previous video, this set I don't think would look. I think the set would look best alongside the Goldmine Expedition as a Western forestry set, as like wagons with logs being chopped up into them. I think it looks so good, and would look so good like that. And again, this could go good with the like A-frame cabin, treehouse, outdoor sets in a city setup. But for me, I personally would love this set as like a old Western logging camp. And you also get the two rangers here and stuff like that. And a cool little detail is these like pine needles and stuff on the roof, like as they're falling down and stuff like that. I think it looks good. This set, they did an amazing job, and Lego didn't really have to tinker or adjust it at all. So very good set, basically untouched other than this trail. Okay, next up is the Offroad Adventure set for $80. Lego did a bunch of changes to this truck. Like this thing really looks, I can't put my finger on what the big change is, but something changed with it. I know the ladder is different, but they added the axe, they kept the roof rack, and added the bike, it looks like, but something about it just looks a bit different. I know that these are 3D rendered, so it's gonna look different, but I don't know. It looks pretty good. It looks like basically what a Land Rover would look like. But yeah, they added a bunch of stuff going on over here with the rocks and a guy riding the bike on the rocks, as well as this stream looks pretty similar to what the designer had. No uses of blue because we got this blue tent, so this little fish is just swimming up the stream here. This new revised set looks like it's a bit crammed together. You got 3 figures, and again, that was Lego hitting that $80 mark that they wanted to have a set at. But things just do look a bit crowded. I'm trying to see, you had this cooler back here, and you do not get that in the new revised one, unless, oh no, it is there, it's behind this kid, so you do get that cooler still. It's hard to see because we only got one image of these as of now. We're gonna get images of different angles soon, but they added some good stuff. Looks like they added, I mean, the whole bike minifigure, this little, they redid this rock and everything. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. They didn't do a lot of changes to it, which is good. You don't normally want to see a lot of changes being done to a set that fans voted on, because once you start making changes, the fans might not have voted on what you changed it to. So, I think they did a pretty good job with this set. And last but not least, the Art Factory at $230. Not a lot changed in this set. Very, very similar to what the designer had, which is good to see, like I said. Again, this is more of a modular city building. It's going to go good in a city display. So if you like that sort of thing, going to look pretty cool. A lot of cool designs and part usage as they did these arches. Again, this is like a factory, so you're not going to get cool stuff like a jazz club or something like that you would get in a normal modular, but it's got its place in a Lego city if it's something that you would enjoy. Roof still similar, still the same. Got these got this little crane here hauling this stuff up. I don't know what that's about, but it's still there, whatever the designer made it for. So let me know what you think. I think this series is shaping up to be amazing. Amazing. This is probably one of the best series that I've ever seen or that they've ever done. Like, I mean, this set right here, in and of itself, amazing. This set, amazing because of the versatility. You can use it as a modern set or, like I said, a Western themed set with a basically forestry operation going on. You had this little Offroad Adventure set going on. Another Western theme set that actually is geared towards Western theme. And then a modular set for those of you who want to add to your Lego city. So that's all we got as of now. When new images drop, hopefully we'll be getting other angles and seeing what else Lego changed or left the same in the sets. So with that, I am going to get on out of here, and I will see you in the next video.